Hello, camera. It is 2:55 p.m. on Thursday, October 9th. The past week has been good. I left off on Friday, starting with movies I watched. The new movie I watched last week was Novocaine. I'm a big fan of Jack Quaid. I watched all of The Boys. I feel like I've seen him in something else. I'm a big fan of his work. I like his acting. And this movie, I think, plays to his strengths and also is just really fun, nonsensical action about a premise that I haven't really seen much about before. Um, I watched it with June. Definitely watch this with people. I think gawking at the action and all that stuff with somebody makes the movie a lot better. Um, but yeah, that movie was awesome. The rest of my Saturday was chill. Monday, or Sunday rather, was also chill. Sunday night, I went over to Natasha's and I helped make decorative letters for a party we're having on Saturday. That was very fun, very cool. Um, we sat through all of Princess and the Frog, but I wasn't really paying attention, so I'm not gonna talk about it. Good movie though. I took the week off of Mafia, so I didn't have any practice on Saturday. I didn't have any practice on Monday night. So instead, I started working on my essay, which is due in a week. I rewatched Perks of Being a Wallflower. This movie, it takes it out of you. This movie is brutal. I enjoyed watching it. I think it's made rather well. But man, does it hurt watching it. Dang, especially rewatching it. I haven't ever rewatched the movie. And the first time I watched it was like 5 years ago. So I've grown a lot since then. Been through more. Still hurts. Hurts more actually on the rewatch and after 5 years. Great movie. I read the book too. Amazing. I really enjoyed it. Tuesday night, Natasha and I went to this thing called Calm Courtyard, where they had a bunch of like fun crafts and food and live music, and I painted a coaster. Let me go get that real quick. I'm very proud of it. I'm back with my coaster. Here it is. It's brofish themed because I've been really into the really dumb Heathcliff comics recently. Can't explain why. I just think it's really fun. It's also super easy to draw, so I've been doodling in my notes a lot recently. But we went to that. It was super fun. We took cute pictures together. And then we went to the Mafia show. It was my first time watching a show, but not being in a show in a pretty long time. It was really funny, hilarious. Yeah, and then after that, hung out with some folks afterwards at the apartment, went to bed, and then yesterday my first class was on Zoom, and I didn't go to my second class because my thing had already been critiqued and I don't need to hear the other two or three. Instead, I got a bunch of other work done. Planned next week's Mafia show with Colette. Got together with my group for my group project for my grammar class. Yay! And then I also rewatched for my essay due next week 400 Blows. It's a old French movie. It's part of the new wave. It's a good movie. I enjoy watching it. It's just kind of sad seeing this kid get basically bullied by his parents and by his teachers and betrayed by his friends. It's a sad movie. Very, very, very famous freeze frame final shot. If you know anything about the movie, it's probably the final freeze frame. Good film. I appreciate it for what it's doing, for what it has done for film history. Phenomenal stuff. Yeah, and then I went to bed last night. That's good. And then that brings me to today. I've already been to my first class, which was sort of talking about the historical context of the French New Wave for the cinema History of the Cinema is the class. And then I came back, had lunch, I cleaned and vacuumed and swept. And now I have an exam in 30 minutes for my horror movie class. Hope I do well on that. I'll have to look over my notes before I take it. But yeah, rest of my day includes going to class. I might try to see one of the plays going up now that I made the video for. I mentioned it at the end of last week's video. But they're all sold out tonight, tomorrow, and closing. So I probably won't be able to see it, which is really sad because I really wanted to see it. That's my fault for forgetting to buy tickets. I forget how fast the smaller theater sells out. But yeah, if I can't do that, it's just going to be a normal Thursday of having the Mafia folks over and hanging out. Going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. But that's been my past week. I'm going to go study a little bit for that exam. I had an exam from the same professor in my History of the Cinema class on Tuesday, and I got a 78 out of 80, aka a 97%, on that exam. So I'm hoping, since I've been more engaged in the horror movie class in general, that this should also not be super difficult. We'll see. Who knows? I'm going to go study for that. I will see you later tonight, but you will see me very shortly. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Gilma's Music Corner. This week we've got Great Machine by Earth to Tiffany. I've been listening to this song a lot recently. Just something about it is enchanting. I think it's specifically the chorus, which happens a few times, obviously, because it's a song. But something about it is just great. Give it a listen.
To clean up the dirt in you, so I steal my sister's falling crown. No great machines coming for me.
Something about that, the way she sings the chorus, is just so chill and so cool, and I think it's really great. You may have noticed that this week's video is about October 9th, but it's coming out on October 16th, a full week later. I'd like to apologize for that. I've been really busy for this past week, just doing work and other school stuff, as well as taking time for myself, because it's been really, really busy recently, and I needed some time to rest. The next video hopefully shouldn't take a week to come out, but we'll see.
No great machine, no great machines coming for me.
This has been another episode of Gilma's Music Corner. Stay cool. Hello, camera. It is 2:35 p.m. the next day. Last night was chill. I did everything I said I was gonna do. I got some work done. And then I didn't end up going to the show, but I'm gonna try to get in tonight. So a little sneak peek into next week is me going to see the play. Last night I watched my new movie of the week, the Mario Brothers movie. I am not the biggest fan of it. It's just let's see how many references we can cram into one movie. And also, apparently, all the like 80s music they bought was a last minute decision, and they just sort of put them in there. Not sure how I feel about having the music in there in the way that it is. But hey, maybe it's just me watching a movie made for kids and being like, I didn't like this because I'm old and drab. On the flip side, there are good kids movies that everybody enjoys, even now, like Mr. Fox. I don't know. I didn't really like it. Watch it if you want to. But yeah, I did all that, and then I hung out, and then I went to bed. And I didn't record last night because I was sleepy. So that's all for this week. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. I care about you. Goodbye, camera.